have the menu is right here.
Oh, you hold up the menu. Hold it up high.
Sugar Shack, Sugar Shack. What's up, Suge and all my friends over there at Sugar Shack?
Now,
so,
do they do parties also?
She does cater.
Okay.
Yes, she does. So today we are trying a variety. We have jerk turkey wings,
woo,
mac and cheese, fried sway, cabbage, collard greens, rice and gravy, and then for dessert we trying the strawberry crunch cheesecake.
And listen,
yummy.
Sunshine is gonna make her page shareable, hubba, so that I can share it on my page too. Because let me tell you, in the styrofoam, like, this just looks so delicious. So
it is.
We will be. I can't wait to try.
Okay, so all right. Good evening, Charles Brinkley.
Hi, Charles.
So we are going to taste first.
What are we tasting now?
The turkey wings. The
okay.
Jerk turkey.
All right
turkey.
now.
All right.
This may be a little spicy for you. I'm used to the jerk.
Whatever. It's good.
It's delicious.
A
little spicy.
Just a little kick to it. We have some juice right now, or we're going to ask her to pour so just in case, you know. I'm not. My tongue is a little sensitive.
All right, so pass me your cup. Let me tell you what this is as you're passing me your cup.
Let me turn on.
So I made the drinks. This is some mango hibiscus iced tea. Infused with some oranges, mint, and lemons.
Okay, but what kind of liquor is up in there? Oh, she's trying to be all secretive, y'all.
I'm gonna let you taste and see if you can taste what kind of liquor.
Okay.
And drink it slow because it's good, but it's
going to pack the punch.
Yes.
It's one of my type drinks.
Yes.
All right, come on, hurry up, pour yours so we can do this together.
All right. Cool.
Hey, Sharia, how you doing? We can promote your product too next week. Can you send me a picture and we can promote your product?
We sure can.
She sell body oils and soaps and stuff like that.
Okay.
It smells good too. All right, here we go. I kind of smelled it before I drank it.
Did you really?
That's really, really good. Let me find out you're getting some bartending skills.
Okay.
I'll find out what's in it later. It almost thought I smelled gin, but I don't think I did.
You know I'm not a gin girl.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to try the mac and cheese.
Okay.
I want to try all the food before it gets cold.
Okay.
Sorry, talking with my mouth full, y'all.
Because that's getting a little cold right there.
Yeah. But it's good. I can taste all the cheeses. Okay. The next is the sway.
This is the fish. Okay.
Yep, fried fish. This is the one that he didn't. The producer didn't know he was eating fish that night.
Producer does not eat fish,
but he ate that.
It's very. It doesn't have the texture of fish.
Cabbage. That's that one.
Okay.
The cabbage. That's delicious.
That's good.
Is that fried cabbage, Suge? I like that.
It does. It tastes like it was sauteed or something.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay.
All right, here go my specialty right here. Let's taste it now. Hey.
That's good. I like it.
Is that turkey ass in there?
Yeah. Tastes like turkey. Okay.
And what's this one here?
This is just rice and gravy. And that's good. I was gonna say, and you can always go down to Sugar Shack. Like I said, we have a menu. She does cater. And
now, were they open during the COVID?
They're open, but it is social distancing, of course. So if you pre-order, you can pay first, and then they'll bring the food out to you, or you can pay with cash. But you have to have the exact change because they're not going to give you change back. Just so you know for now. That's only during the COVID.
Yeah, because they have a whole lot of other stuff. Like they have turkey chops here.
Wing boxes. Snack boxes.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff. So, go see her down in Glen Olden. I noticed you didn't put the shot classes here today, man. That's because she knows she's going to be cussing and she not. But then again, I don't know.
I'm going to behave.
This drink right here. Woo, I feel it already. strawberry cheesecake.
Can you put that in?
Crumb cheesecake. All right, that was good.
That was delicious.
All right, so we tried everything, and it was very, very good. I enjoyed that. Wish we didn't have to eat it so fast, but guess what? We got
delicious.
2 whole platters waiting for us when we done
After the show.
After the show. Don't take nothing but a minute to warm them up. Okay, so today we're going to talk about when to discuss finances in a relationship.
How to talk to your partner about
How to talk to them. Because I don't think that we all are calm in those conversations. It might start off calm, but then it turns into something else.
You know what I also think it has a lot to do with it. You have to feel comfortable with the person.
Yes.
So if you don't, and that person makes you like not feel comfortable, or you don't get a comfortable vibe, I think that's when it's harder. Yes.
And hello, Aretha. We see that you reached out to us. Hope all is well.
What? Excuse me, Mr. Producer. What did you say?
Mike, I think it's dead.
All right, you can go. You wanna go pull it? You can go pull it.
Okay. So. Okay. So, again, hello, Aretha. So,
Aretha.
you know, like, this is not a conversation that you're going to have in the very beginning of your relationship, I'm sure. This is once you and the person have decided to possibly, you know, make it a long-term relationship, maybe moving in together or something like that, or possibly marriage. And I think that some of these topics can help people who are married revisit this topic, because sometimes you might make certain provisions in the beginning of your marriage or relationship, and now you've been married for so long, it might be time to revisit the topic, so that in order to make some changes, maybe y'all say, okay, well, we're making way more money now, we can save more, we can start saving for trips, we can start doing that, or we can start doing things for our children differently. So I think that it's a topic that can always
or buy a new house.
Exactly. So the first talk is how to talk to your partner about money for the first time. It was found in Bustle, and it's written by Lakin Howard on April 16th of 2018. Okay. So one thing that I thought about this is, if you're older and getting into a relationship, I think that your financial situation is a little bit different, because now you're pretty much financially established, and you wouldn't have the same type of conversation that you would have had when you were younger. And because you now have children, you might have your own home, you might have, you know, stocks and bonds and stuff in different places, and that conversation I think will be a little bit different, or a whole lot different, than when you first get into a relationship.
Sometimes it may be like, how do we split up, or how do we combine things together?
So it's not playing video. Go ahead.
It's not what?
Couldn't play the video. But go ahead.
And you have to think about how to combine it, or sometimes, you know, you just have to be realistic that, you know, one person may have more than the other. And I think that if you're in a relationship, yeah, you can talk about it, but if this is the person that you really love, you want to spend your life with, does that really matter? Some men think it do. I remember me and you were having that discussion.
Yeah, I think, like I said, if you're established, I think it matters. You're frozen. I think that it matters. Because, like, if I'm coming into a relationship rich, and you might be semi-rich, and we in our 40s and 50s, we both got other responsibilities outside of our relationship, I think, that could constitute a different type of discussion. Like, you're not going to do the same and say, oh, we just going to combine everything, because you can't. I think you can't do that.
Well, I'm not saying that you should do that, combine everything, because you really don't know that person.
Yeah.
But I don't think with me getting to know that person that it would make a difference. And I'm the kind of person that I don't think that, I think that you should just go with the flow. I don't think that this should be as difficult as a situation as a lot of people are making it. Like, If you want to combine them. If you don't and you want to keep everything separate, that's fine too. But I just don't think it's that deep.
Okay.
I don't.
It can be.
I mean, it can be. You have a talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have separate bank accounts or whatever. Or, you know, we're going to keep this on a solo. We're going to pay bills together. I just don't. It's just not that serious to me.
Yeah. But some people, it can be very serious. So, and they say it's a very sensitive topic, which I do.
Oh, it is, because that's one of the main reasons why I suggested this topic, because Lady Q from 3 Brown Girls has a girlfriend, and she was with a gentleman. And of course, we're not using no names here. She was with a gentleman, and the dad had saw the boyfriend driving a car.
Oh.
And the dad asked her about it. But
he was just a boyfriend. He wasn't her.
Just a boyfriend.
He wasn't helping make no payments on that car.
Now those details I don't know. That wasn't shared with me. I'm not privy to that information, sunshine. So, but even
crystal clear.
Thank you, Miss Medusa. But I don't. My thing was this. I don't think it shouldn't have been a problem. She should have been able to share that with her dad. Yeah, it's my car. I let him hold it. I don't see it was a problem, but I think she felt a little embarrassed, and she didn't tell her dad. That she's like, no, that wasn't that what you didn't know, Dad. So
this is a grown woman.
This is a grown woman.
Okay.
And you know, no judgment zone here.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, Mimi. No judgment zone here, but I couldn't understand why.
This is loud. We can hear you. You might want to turn it down some on your end.
Oh, y'all can.
Yeah,
we can hear your earphones. So I could understand the reason why she had told that little story, but at the end of the conversation, you know, it really did matter to her monetarily that he was not where she was at. And my thing is, you know, if that's how you feel, because then you know you should be truthful with yourself and also truthful with him.
Okay. Well, let's dig into the topic.
Let's dig on in, girl.
So it says, bring the topic of money up when you feel ready. So you're not going to bring it up like day one. You're not going to bring up day one that you have money or you don't have money, or you your credit is all jacked up and all that. So it might come up, I guess, what, months or a year, maybe a year into the relationship. Slide over. Okay. Sorry, y'all. We're getting some directions up and over here. There we go. That better? So, when do you think that it would be good to bring that topic up?
I think it should be brought up when you feel as though you're getting serious with the person.
When you're getting serious? Is it like when you decide that, okay, we're going to move in with each other, or is it later on?
I think it could even be the step before you move into each other. Like, you know, let's have a serious conversation. You know, this is how it is. You know, I done had a divorce, some stuff done happened, or, you know, I done just got kicked out my apartment, lost my job, and I'm jacked up. I think you should be as truthful as possible, because you have to give that person the choice. And just like, I mean, it's vice versa. Some women are in this position and the men don't want to deal with them, and some men are in this position and the women don't want to deal with them. Because like you had a talk, and some men feel as though I got all this, you know, and I done established all this, and you coming to the table with nothing. So, I mean, I think it's up to the person. Yeah. I really do.
Okay. So it says, it's when you both feel ready, or you can start like mentally taking notes of how your partner spends money, and just pay attention to what they might be doing. And it says, and do they complain about money and complain about their debt all the time? So that is something that you can look at too, and put it in the back file drawer to bring it up.
But I would be very I would tread lightly, because truthfully, I feel a different way. If you go out and you make your money, even though we're in a relationship, and we're as one, I'm not going to be looking at what you bought. No, that's not.
Like if you in the beginning, of course you're not. And
in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end.
But if it has some type of effect on you,
that's a different story.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you're going to be
a different story.
Attention.
My thing is this: long as that rent, okay,
or
and those bills, the mortgage get
whatever
paid,
we doing together.
Yeah, as long as you can rock out. Yeah. Don't care.
Been there, done that.
But we know what happens sometimes. those bills don't be getting paid. Or, can you cover me this month?
Or you give the person the money to pay the bill, and then they don't use the money to pay the bill. They go use the money to do something else that they want to do.
Shameful.
Slimy.
Side eye.
All the way. Anyway. Keep it light at first. Use this as an opportunity to get to know your partner and grow as a couple.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part either. What do they mean, keep it light? You have to just come out and say it. Where my money at, bro?
This is the conversation. This is not that you mispaying the bill like you were supposed to. This is just the the conversation, like, how do we bring it up? So keep it light. Hey, do you pay your bills on time? Or you behind? What's your credit score?
You know what would,
can we check your credit karma?
This is what I was saying. I'll be like, if we're gonna make that big move, let's start talking about how we gonna pay these bills. Like, how we gonna split them up. It could just be a normal conversation. Like, don't make it all weird.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Start with goals. You can start the discussion about your financial goal, your personal financial goals, or maybe you can say, where do you see yourself with in the next 3 to 5 years?
You gonna be interviewing them?
Like, I'm still hoping I'm alive in 3 to 5 years. My financial goals is to one day hit the lottery and be rich.
Oh gosh.
No, I mean, as you already know, most people know, I am currently in between, not really in between jobs, but I am a contractor. So right now my goal is to get a permanent job. That's my goal. So once I get that, then I can go from there on my financial goals.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that when it comes to that, people need to set their standards. So you can set your standards as to what type of person you are seeing, and if he's already established or he or she is already established, and then that way when you come into that conversation, it won't be as awkward because you already have probably met the person or know how that person is, or can tell how that person is when it comes to money.
That's true, but I'm just saying that everybody that is not up to your standards, you can't really judge about that because you don't know what mishaps may have happened, and you'll be missing out on a really good quality person. Because at the end of the day, in a past relationship, we're not gonna mention no names, I had everything monetarily, but oh my god, I hated when that person would even come over. I used to physically get sick.
Well, who you talking about? I'll find
Think
out
about
later.
Think about it.
Okay.
So my thing is this. Yeah, you gotta do some of that stuff, but don't be all weird and make it all heavy. Just go with the flow about it, because what you thinking and your intentions, that person may not even be thinking that about you. They may be like, this is just for right now.
Really? Yeah. But you should be able to tell that too, though.
Not all the time, you can't.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, schedule a money talk. What? Like, well, you want to schedule?
Here's the thing. If you're in a relationship, I don't think that you should have to schedule it.
No.
Like, let's make a plan. These are our goals together as a couple. We want to get this. We need a new car. Okay, let's start focusing on our goals, paying down some of our bills, so we can move from A to B to C. Yes. And it can be that simple.
And it can also be like, maybe we need to figure out how to help you get to where you need to be, so that when we come together, we are both on the same road.
Yeah. And can you hear us? You keep.
Oh, cool.
Oh, his brows was a little roused. Okay.
Know when to bring up the serious details. If you're talking about building a future together, you should be talking about finances, income, debt, credit scores, and savings.
So what are they saying that you should bring up this serious conversation? And by the way, my screen is frozen again.
Mine is doing good.
Okay.
So
maybe it's just mine.
Yeah. So I just feel like the serious conversation about finances should come up if you are deciding to really cohabitate together.
I do too, yeah.
Like, either marriage, I mean, we engaged, we decided we're going to live together, even if you're just living together, because you still have to come up with a way to pay your bills. Like, not necessarily, like, you can have one money pot for the bills, but if we just living together, that's all you getting. The other money is going to still be in my bank account. I'm only going to put the money in there for the bills.
Until the marriage.
But I don't know. Some women feel as though, you know, if we're going to live together, then you need to be paying all the bills, sir.
Yeah, and I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair either. But there are people out there. But there are women out there that feel that way. Like, oh, we're going to be living together. I'll take care of home, but you're going to be paying all the bills. Even as a married couple. Or
if she moved in
just a relation,
I would do that. I wouldn't let her pay nothing.
If she moved in with you.
But if this switched to where she in something that's beyond my means, like, listen, I'm gonna help you out, but I can't take over there anymore.
I think it should be an equal thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Anything can happen in a relationship, and you know, if he or she decides, you know, that this is not what they want anymore, that person should be able to take care of the bills on their own.
Yeah.
If that should happen. So that's how I was taught. So that's what I've always, you know, done in my relationships. There will never be a time where I want somebody paying all my bills. No, thank you. I've been raised differently, so.
But it would be nice.
No, thank you. What did I tell you about that? Listen, when they start thinking they pay all the bills and all, they start getting real crazy.
Not like all of them.
Just like I said.
Not all of them.
When you sometimes give somebody that's, and you know I don't like to say the word, when you give somebody that's physically challenged, not physically, but how can I say, their face is challenged. They're not the most beautiful person, but they got a beautiful personality. Because listen, that's not everything. Then they forgot that they got.
Did y'all hear that? Facially challenged.
Yeah, like facially challenged. Like, you know what I mean. Like they have a beautiful personality.
They beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, and the inside. But then they start getting an attitude and start getting stank, and you be like, where'd this come from? Like, did you forget you was an ugly one? Sorry.
Did you? Oh my God!
That's what you be thinking in your head. You don't say it out loud. But you be thinking. You be thinking it.
Oh my gosh!
I digress.
Did you forget you was the ugly one? Okay. Anyway, if you dating somebody, why would you date somebody if you think they ugly?
Because listen, people have different strengths, and if some people are very beautiful on
the inside,
and then like you know, beauty is not everybody's thing. Okay. But they may have a beautiful personality, and that can take over for that. So that's fine, you know.
I'm sorry, I want to be able to look at you.
Don't be acting like you and never date nobody that was not beautiful.
They was always beautiful to me. Anyway, so Aretha said, always be able to do things by yourself. Things happen.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get past this. I'm going to date somebody even because they got a great heart. I'm going to date them if they look good to me. They don't got to look good to everybody else. I want to be attracted to that person on the outside and the inside. Okay, well, that wasn't the case. Okay, in my past relationships, some of them. It's all right. I hope they not listening. We're being is she talking about me? Is she talking about me? Hey. Oh, my cousin Tia is listening. Hey, Tia. Hey, Tia. So, I see Val on there too. Hey, Val. Hey, Val. So, talk about your money beliefs. How do you view money? What were you taught by your parents how to handle money? So I had this conversation today, and it was like, what were you taught? Like, did your mom or your dad sit down and teach you how to handle money? And I was like, no, I don't remember my mom sitting, me down and saying, this is how you do things. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a conversation that I forgot, but I don't remember that ever happening. Did that happen with you?
Yeah, I was taught, and then also I had to do the consequences because I seen how my mom and dad paid bills. Like they had a joint bank account, and they each had their own bank accounts. But during the week, I had an allowance when I was in high school and went to Doherty. So you know how you are in high school. You may see a cute little outfit that's on sale. So she gave me my money for the week.
Burning a hole in the pocket.
So I think it was a couple times I had spent my allowance money on some clothes. So then I didn't have no way to get to school because I couldn't buy my tokens and stuff. So my mom she didn't have no mercy, girl. She was all like, "How you gonna get to school?" And I was like, "I don't know." That's why I was trying to get like a loan. She was like, "Woo, you better get up early and walk."
Hey, so
don't laugh because that wasn't funny. She's like, then she was all like, "I don't know what you gonna do." I was like, "What?" Because I really didn't think she was gonna give it to me. I'm like, "What do you mean?" But that's okay because little did she know, she probably do. My dad gave it to me, but you know, yeah, I had to I couldn't believe she was being so foul though, you know. So yeah, I experienced about money.
Okay.
Budget.
All right, so so I'm trying to I'm sorry, I might mess your name up. I'm just gonna say Santiago. Hopefully that's okay.
That's my niece, Mickey. That's what I just gave you. That's the same thing I just gave you.
All right, she said I had to learn on my own when you have kids and things change. Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of people had to learn on their own.
Hey, Mickey, I love you. So you love you. Congrats, Alicia.
So he just wanted us to give a shout out, a special congrats to 2020 Maspam High School graduate Maria Rodriguez. Alicia Maria Rodriguez.
Congratulations,
She's
Alicia.
an automotive technologist, but her aspirations are much higher. Congratulations, Alicia, aka Baby Mickey.
You don't see my face, Mickey, Alicia, but I love y'all. Congrats. I'm bringing my car over next week.
Okay.
Also, before we move on, I have to give a special shout out to my little nephew, Jonah Henley. This is the last boy of Lady T. This is the baby boy. So he has graduated today.
From where?
He graduated from 8th grade. He's going on to
time flew.
He'll be in high school next year.
Okay. So the last one on this subject, not on this subject for this article, was keep the convo going. Changes over, things change over the years. What is he doing?
I don't know.
Okay. So
yeah, definitely keep the conversation going because things change.
Oh Lord. Lord. Don't let the dogs jump on me, y'all.
Yeah. TT must have let the dogs out, my daughter.
Yeah, we don't like that. Nope, because they lick the feet. But anyway. So, yeah, because things change over the years.
Situations change.
You know, somebody might lose a job. Somebody might get a better paying job. So, you're... like, I look at it like this. Okay, we can put all the money. If you're married and we're going to put everything all into the pot and you get a new job, then... and you
Listen to her want to put everything into the pot now.
Wait a minute. I said we all married. So we married. And in the beginning of our marriage, we was both broke. Okay? And we was putting everything into the pot. And we was still getting our, having our own little separate accounts on the side. But now we paid the bills out the big pot, and then once that was done, we took our little bits and put it into our own separate, and then had another separate savings. Follow me, right?
These now a couple of pots.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them. 4. So now we rolling in them. So now my allowance can go up a little bit more. So, and your allowance can go up a little bit more. And the savings can go up a little bit more. Because the bills, they remain the same. Check that out. You like that? I like that. But still add a little bit extra into the bills. That way you're always covered.
I'm thinking about something.
Oh, and then if you have children, you got to have another little extra on the side for the kids.
When we was in Icon, we was both broken. We was always going shopping.
No. She was shopping. I was watching.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because remember, every time we left out the store, you had stuff, but I didn't. I was like, girl, I can't afford it this week.
I thought we were both shopping.
No, we were shopping, but you was the one that was buying. We'll say it that way. Okay. So the next article is the truth about money and relationships. 7 mistakes couples make and how to avoid them.
So we're gonna talk about them. Oh, Bryce White, how you doing, Bryce?
Hi, Bryce. How you doing?
Oh, sorry, Bruce.
Oh, sorry, Bruce. I followed her lead. Didn't read.
I can mess up a name. I'm sorry, not on purpose.
Yo, that's my man. Why y'all messing up my brother?
Bruce.
That's your man, 20 grand?
Yeah, man.
We are talking about money.
Street for life.
Look, we are talking about money. Man, 20 grand.
Slogan Valley right there.
I don't know about Logan Valley. I'm sorry.
He said slogan.
What's up, Bruce?
I'm not from that area. So, anyway. Alright, so the first one is they keep separate bank accounts. That is a common mistake in marriage.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Like I said, what did I just say? You got to have, after you have the kids, you got to have another account. So it's now 5.
I think you can have one pot to pay the household bills out
Yes.
of, and each of you have your different accounts.
Yes, and then you also have a savings that you put money in together, and then you have another one for the kids because the kids are always asking for stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It better come out the household account.
It better come out the household account.
That's right.
Okay.
They part of the household.
Yeah, I get that. So let me see. If married, remember it is a partnership. Both should be involved in money discussions.
And finances, yeah.
And money goes into the same pot. That's their recommendations, and that's what they're saying to make sure you do.
And of course, I don't agree with that. I don't think that all your money should go into that one pot.
No, I think that I still need me some extra money without having to say this is what I'm spending it on. Sorry, that's just me. And I'm sure the men will want that too. Like, they don't want to have to say, I need to take money out of the bill pot to go buy you a gift.
No, I want to take money out the bill pot to go and get waxed. No.
Yeah. Waxed. You don't need to know all the beauty secrets. Okay, let me see. So, Miss Santiago, Mickey. I'm sorry, can I just call you Mickey? My husband pays everything. Right.
That's what we call her, Mickey. That's
okay.
Fine.
Well, you said that. That's why I got it. Okay, my husband pays everything. He told me it's time for me to relax. I had to take care of my 3 oldest alone. My 4th child is his, but don't get it messed up. I have and will handle my business. With or without him. Okay, that's awesome.
Good. Yeah,
I want somebody to be able to handle all that sometimes. I mean, I still help out, but if I don't have
how you gonna help out? You gonna buy the dishwasher liquid?
I'll buy the groceries. You hungry? I'll make you a sandwich.
And just give me the credit card so I can go get me some shoes. Like every day.
Oh my God. Author visionary Elsie Logan. Hey lady, how you doing? I want somebody to take care of me for a change. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like taking care of myself. I like taking care of my girls. I just do. Probably, I don't know. Probably if you would have to have the parents.
I think it's overrated. Go ahead.
I think that you would have to have the parents that I had, and sometimes, you know, roles was changed. Like my dad, everything that got to do with the car, he was out there doing it.
Yeah.
My mom now doing electrical wiring throughout the house.
Your mom did that?
My mom did that. Listen, had her manicured nails and her little what's that thing, a tool thing. And I just looking amazed, I'm like, look at this little woman doing this. And I was like, Mom, like, why are you doing this throughout the house? She was like, listen, this is not one of your father's specialties, so I had to learn. Okay. So, I mean, I like basically doing stuff that they taught me. Just taking care of the household.
You do want to. I'm sorry. I just like to see a man put on a tool belt and do some stuff around the house.
You do, but if that man, that's not his specialty.
Then if it's not, I like to see him pick up the phone and call somebody that know how to do it.
There you go.
Ain't nothing sexy than admitting that I can't do it.
And to my mom, probably was sexy to see my dad get out there. My dad can tell you everything. Okay, these tires, they're going to wear down in about 3.5 months. So you may want to. That's the kind of. But that was him. He knew how to do that. Like, your oil is burning funny. You know something? that oil wasn't right when he put it in. It must have been old. You go get another oil change. Like,
exactly.
That's his thing. So
I see we have Bernard, Denny, Orlando Lane, and Bruce Cornegate listening. Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
So I mean, no, I would like to be taken care of.
You do?
Yes, whether it don't have to be all the way like handling all the bills, but that would be nice. But you don't have to. If I can afford to do it, if I'm working, I'll do it. I'll do my part. But I would like somebody to take my car to go get the oil change. I don't want to do all that. I hate going to do that. Yes, I don't want to cut nobody's grass. I don't want to pump my own gas. And that's not just being lazy. I just don't like doing it.
I don't have to do those things. So maybe that's the difference. Let me shut up then.
Okay, so she said, oh, thank you. She said, we are so pretty. I'll be tuning in from now on, starting with, why can't I say the name of your network? Sorry, but I'll have it out there next week for you. We're adopting you ladies. Love you. Oh, love you
thank
too.
you.
See you do your thing. And Coco Janell, I look forward to meeting you. Yes, we will be going to her network group.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Freedom Brisker Guard Your Money event. Hey ladies, hopefully I said that right because I can't say it. All right. Freedom Risker.
Oh no.
Hello y'all. So look, it says guard your money. So maybe you can give us
guard your money entertainment.
Yes. Okay. So maybe you can pass on some information over here.
Somebody's on here and told me that they can't type. I don't know why. So I'm here but can't type.
Okay. Oh, Phenomenal Women's Network. That's the name of Arthur Visionaries Group.
How did they tell
Phenomenal Women's Network.
They text me. Well, then just text me your
Yeah, tell them text whatever they.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is they disagree about their lifestyle. This is another thing that can come up. With the married couples or people in relationships. This is another issue.
Okay. I don't think that this was too bad because my thing is this. Okay, so suppose that one has beer taste and one has champagne taste. When I look at this, okay, that's why you had those separate bank accounts in according to the one pot. Now, I think that the real lifestyle thing will come into play if you say like one person wants to party all the time and then one person is a homebody.
Yeah, that's what I think so too. Bruce White said listen, I don't have my glasses.
We got gentlemen out here.
Some do things. It's just for us to do for you ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we like that stuff. I like that stuff. Anyway. Yeah, I was just like, this is basically high-end designer versus frugal thrift store shopper. I think that people need to compromise.
I do too. And if I want to go and pay like $500 or $600 on a pair of shoes, that shouldn't be a problem.
If it's coming out of her account, don't worry about it. As long as it's not coming out of the joint account,
it should be okay.
It should be okay. And if she got 5,000 pairs in her closet,
that was during the younger days. I done had children since then.
I still have to go shopping in your closet.
I got kids now, and now that's what they get. So no more of that mess.
But yeah, like you said, it's also like if somebody likes to party and somebody doesn't. So if you're partying, you're spending the money.
And then
but it's coming out of your account.
Out of your little side account, yeah.
So, but when your side account is broke, don't be coming over here to my side account trying to get some money.
I don't got nothing for you, man.
Nope, because you shouldn't spend it all. Yup, I'm stingy a little bit. Are you? No, I'm not. I'm teasing. I'm not. Okay. They get personality difference. They let personality differences come between them. So financial nerds versus free spirits.
See, again, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because I think that opposites attract in a relationship, and that financial nerd could give you y'all could be creative together.
But that financial nerd can also be a tightwad.
Now, you can't be imposing your views on me. Now, I can listen, but don't get mad if I don't take your advice.
Yeah, you can't get mad. So, but I think that also, like, with the financial nerds, they handle all the business, and all the bills and everything, but the free spirit, you need to sit down and talk to the financial nerd to make sure where y'all money is going, because that financial nerd could be adding a little bit extra into his pot, and you don't even know, and then you're going to be mad because you ain't got no money.
So listen, Salima, aka Sapphire Jones, is on with us. How are you doing, girl?
Hello, lady. Alright, so they let salary differences divide them. Yours, mine's, ours. One person makes more than the other.
So this was mainly, I think, the question with the girl, which is Lady Q's friend, because when it got down to the nitty gritty, she really did have a problem with her boyfriend not having the monetary money that she wanted him to have.
Yeah, because what if he would have gotten into an accident with her car? Was he going to have the money to pay for her car?
Probably not.
Because I'm sure he wasn't on the insurance.
But my thing is this: if that's not what you want, and you already know that, like I'm sure that she already knew that in the beginning, then you shouldn't lead that person on. That's not the person for you.
No, it is not. But okay, so now, if you're in a relationship with someone and they make more money than you, like should that be handled? I mean, I still see it as their money unless we get married, and then we'd say this is how much money is going into the pot, because I don't feel like at this age that all of his money should have to come into the pot.
Right.
Because he has other things established before we met.
Right.
So why would it all have to come into the pot?
I mean, I wouldn't put it all into the pot. You know, I don't dig that all in one pot thing. So
I know. So it says, Bruce is saying, tell me this. Everything is not about ladies, but we do love wearing fly stuff. Us blacks. My kids will fly until they got old enough to buy their own. Everybody's child was fly until they got enough money to buy their own stuff.
And Sapphire Jones says it should not be a factor unless there are insecurities. The money part.
Yeah, it shouldn't, but a lot of times it is. But no, I was gonna say to Bruce, like, yeah, I think if you're in a relationship and then everybody has their own thing, of course, a man likes to look good. A woman likes to see her man look good. Because sometimes in her own pot, she'll take her money and go buy him. At least that's what should be happening at times. Because if you see he got some socks or maybe a shirt that got holes all in it, why wouldn't you just say, babe, I'm gonna go buy this?
Because that's a representation of you too. Yes. So, and the same thing with the men. If you see your girl's shoes all ran over, don't be letting her go out there with you like that, and hair not did.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it be hard, and sometimes we be looking raggedy and we don't even know it. Like, it's just, we be so busy trying to take care of everybody and everything, then one morning you looking and be like, oh man, like, I'm really jacked up.
Okay, so they commit financial unfaithfulness, which is hiding money and having secret bank accounts.
Okay, so let's get into this here.
Okay, didn't your grandma teach you to always have a stash that nobody knew about?
My grandma taught me to always have a stash, but until I read this and really got into it, because I experienced something like this in my previous marriage, and I'm gonna tell you how not getting secret bank accounts or nothing like that, but it was another type of financial unfaithfulness, because I had to hear from somebody else that he had borrowed money.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I was kind of, and it's not even that I really cared and nothing got tighter at the household, but who wants to be somewhere and be like, oh yeah, I saw your husband, because he had to pay back such and such today that he had borrowed from such and such, and you'd be like,
what?
Yeah, that's how it was. Like, what?
Yeah, you shouldn't be keeping those type secrets. If you are like not able to do your part, that's when you're supposed to sit down with your spouse or the person you're in a relationship with and say, listen, my job ain't doing what it, I need to probably find another job because it's not paying what it should to help you to be able to pay these bills, and then that's the mature way to do it. All right, so Bruce says, I'm living that my queen. She is a heavy hitter and I am grinding my ass off to come up to her level. Okay.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. And you made me cuss. I read that.
No.
Not this time.
I don't think you want to take no kitty shots with this here,
No.
this mango hibiscus tea, girl.
So then it says they let their expectations get the best of them, expecting or wanting more, but you can't afford it. So if you know that you can't afford $1 million house,
Why you gonna go buy one?
why would you buy one?
And with the taxes they have to do on that. And my thing is this: you have to know what you can do. When I bought my house, the realtor was trying to actually talk me into getting more. And I had to break it down to her. I said, no, this is good enough because I like to eat steak. And I like to eat it whenever I want it. So I'm not living, up to my last dollar. I want to have steak, and when I want something, I want to be able to go out and buy it. I want to live comfortably. So
I think that's how everybody should want to live.
they should want to.
Everybody always trying to keep up with the Joneses and the
How happy is that
Johnsons.
making you?
Yeah, that's causing a lot of probably stress and anxiety in your relationship.
Honey, let me have my darn Dungeness crab legs in my steak, and I'm fine.
Or our food from the Sugar Shack.
Hey!
Hey y'all, we ain't forgot y'all. We still shouting y'all out. Okay, so then the last one is they let the kids run the show, meaning that they might say, oh, your child might come to you and be like, I need this for football or basketball or whatever you need for school, and the dad might say no, but the mom might say yeah. So you need to have a conversation to say, okay, we need to have a kid. That's why I said have a kitty to the side for just those special things that might pop up that you're not ready for as far as your children. Then that way it's not tapping into yours, it's not tapping into the bills, it's not tapping into the savings, it's not tapping into his. It's just, okay, we already have this little account over here for our children. That's my thoughts on that one. But that was the whole topic.
That was it, yeah.
That was the whole topic. Did
That was a good
everybody
topic,
enjoy
though.
it?
It really was.
And you know what? I don't have my quote for today, and I know we got like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like the past couple weeks, and it's like the third week in a row you ain't had no quote. Something wrong at home you want to tell us about?
I got writer's block. I got writer's block. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Coco. I know.
And yeah, Coco been having you back.
Coco been having my back. Did you write one for today?
I should have did that today. Listen, I was not too. Let me tell you how my day went, because I work from home.
You know what?
So
I got something for y'all. Keep on talking.
Go ahead.
that's just fine.
Okay.
I work from home, so y'all, I was just steady working last night. My computer went kapooey. I mean, right in the middle of working, it was done.
Okay, wait a minute. Bye, Bruce. He said, y'all take care. Juju is the real dude. Known him 30 years. I appreciate all what you are doing. It's about us, and it ends with us. God bless. God bless.
Yeah,
Thank you for
God bless.
listening.
Thank you so much.
TSB, tell Mom I said what's up.
My it just stopped right while I was working, and I had to contact the the IT, and they're going to get me out one. But I was really messed up about that because I had a whole lot of work to do.
So she's been jacked up in the head all day.
I really had, well, really ever since last night, because even though I was told that somebody had told me last night the motherboard is going off the computer, but I still was thinking I'm still going to go and try and get a plug.
Some white dude had to tell her first.
No, that's not true at all. I was still trying to get it done because I had a lot of work to do. So I went and I to Walmart and tried to get a universal cord to see if there was something wrong with my cord. It still wasn't working. No spurs or nothing. He, was also saying, I think that the motherboard is gone. And then I had called the help desk. I had called them, and they called me back from my job, and they said the motherboard was gone. So I was like, just please just hurry up and get me out one, because I have a lot of work to do. I was saying to myself, how are you going to get in the attitude with them and your computer all broke up?
So that, unfortunately, we don't really have a quote, but I'm just going to say this. Because,
say it.
It's been a rough couple weeks.
Yes.
For the United States of America. Sorry y'all, but I'm sorry, not sorry, they are now starting to tear down some of these monuments that were up for those generals and generals who were like heads of
Monuments that were up for the wrong reasons.
For civil war, that's now taking down the Confederate flag. One thing that I was happy to see is that they took down the Christopher Columbus statue, because a lot of people don't realize that he murdered a lot of Indians when he came over here to the United States. And so for them to take those things down, I am so happy to see that. You know, yeah, it might be part of our history, but it's not a good part of our history, in my opinion.
Of course not, because those are your people.
Yes, but none of that is. I mean, you know, black, white, all that. None of that is. And then just to see, like, but the funny thing to me was it looked like it was a lot of vanilla people taking these statues down. So yeah, I was like, okay. I don't know if they were trying to incite the chocolate people to do certain things, but yeah, it was a lot of them taking it down, not us. So hey, power to the people.
Hey.
And I'm also happy to see that the NFL and most of the sports are now not banning the kneeling during the national anthem. So we're making some progress, in my opinion.
Progress, but
unfortunately, it should have happened years ago.
Lose their job
and use their life. Lose their life. And I was originally talking about Colin, because he did the kneeling, and you basically Colin Kaepernick, you basically crucified this man, crucified him, and now it's acceptable. Unfortunately, somebody's death made it acceptable to you now. Yes. So I guess that's our show, if our producer don't mind, but he might not. He might want us to stay on a little longer, and we can listen to the Coco Puffs song.
Here come the Coco Puffs.
But I think we're really rushing to get to our food. But we thank you all for listening. I think it was a good show. What you think?
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have another hot topic next week.
Yep, and I'm gonna have another nice, refreshing, cool drink.
Nope, no, you're not, because next week you buying the food next week.
Okay.
And I'm making the drink.
Okay.
Although we might decide to go to the Men That Cook. What's the one that you told me?
No, the producer told me about it.
The Men That Cook. I'm trying to understand why we can hear all that, but okay. The Coco Puffs.
Maybe his Coco Puff song is coming on.
Oh, he want us to hear it. Uh-oh.